Right, I'm going to call it right now. I reckon Rishi Sunak is going to quit well before the general election. And the Tory party, well, it's Saturday and I don't reckon they'll exist by Monday because they're quite literally surrendering en masse and dissolving before our very eyes. They've surrendered, they've given up. So many of the old Tory guard, they're giving letters to Rishi Sunak saying they won't be standing at the general election because they know what's coming. They're all going to get voted out, which is more honourable, I reckon, than the ones who have defected to Labour in the hopes of keeping their jobs and their money, their lucrative payoffs in Parliament. They get paid well, MPs, to the tune of tens of thousands of pounds a year, and it goes up every year. And obviously, because of my political track record, I won't be voting Labour, and I definitely won't be voting for reform, especially with Richard Tice leading it. And we're heading for a massive left-wing rout anyway. They're going to clean up at this general election. Nigel Farage is not standing. For some baffling reason, this ultimate patriot, as he likes to paint himself, has gone to fight for the American president and the election over there. He's put them first before his own country. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, reform won't even make a dent in this election. It'll be a Labour and Lib Dem takeover. And these people are completely clueless with the mood of the nation. Especially when it comes to immigration, they'll just open the floodgates. And, you know, I'll be honest with you guys, it's probably what this country needs. It needs a hapless, spendthrift, ultra-left-wing political party to completely destroy the country, really, like a forest fire. Because the trees in the forest currently are decayed, not much leaves growing on them, so it needs new shoots. We need new blood. And out of the ashes of the fire that these ultra left-wing parties in power will create will emerge a strong right-wing leader, a true conservative man or woman who will do the right thing to fix this country. You watch, folks, we'll have mass migration, we'll be back in the EU before you know it, and they'll do it without the vote as well. They'll do that. They won't ask the people. They won't bother with another so-called people's vote. They'll just do it. Keir Starmer and Angela Rayner, they're going to pop over to Brussels, take the knee, and hand over the keys to Britain to the unelected bureaucrats in Brussels. And Guy Verhofstadt, he's going to, I mean, can you imagine him? He'll be jumping up and down with joy, and that little demon headmaster face of his will be gleaming with happiness. I'm telling you now, this is going to be one of the most, probably the worst general elections in recent times. And that's because we know the outcome. And the reason I'm saying Rishi Sunak is going to quit before the general election, it's because he's taken today off. I mean, Boris Johnson, and I think every other Prime Minister, sitting Prime Minister, during a general election, they've worked their asses off, whoever they are. From the time they called a general election to the count, they were up all hours campaigning. They were knocking on doors, interviews, debates, the lot. They didn't take days off like Rishi Sunak. It's like Rishi Sunak is handing over the keys to the Labour Party anyway, and because we're talking about a uni party here. The Tories and the Labour Party are not much different from each other. So think of it as a handover takeover to someone who will carry on the job as it was, albeit a bit worse, to the detriment of the country. So there we go, that's what I think. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And until the next time, have a great weekend. I'm Paz49 and Roger Trout.